Hello and good morning. If you stuck around from the previous video, then you know what this next one's going to be about. This is going to be video 744. It's going to be about autobiographies. And it's kind of interesting to write your own history. And, you know, in kind of a therapist type way, um, I find it has been really kind of neat to write my own autobiography. Of course, that's what an autobiography is, right? But I think it's kind of a good exercise if you haven't done it to sit down and write your autobiography. Write where you came from, how you got there, and kind of what's next. Where might you be headed? And it was a good exercise for me to kind of write out what maybe I would have done, if I had been given access to, hormones and everything at a younger age. What would the female part of me would have wanted to do, if what things, or from the vice versa, the male side of you, what would you have done if you were not um, burdened with being transgender, having to wait till you're middle age to tackle it. Kind of in the news right now, there's a lot of anti-trans youth legislation. And, I can only imagine what it would be to be in elementary school and to be able to talk to your parents and get on some sort of blocker, kind of like Jazz Jennings, get on some sort of antigen, antigen, and to transition at an early age, what that would have been like. Um, so anyway, just food for thought if you have some time to kill. Just maybe sit back and write, what happened to you. And obviously, if you've been to a support group, there's so many things in our lives that are common, things that we experienced growing up, depending on when we did and how society treated us, or our perception of how we would have been treated, if we feel shame, if we felt guilt or whatnot. But I think it's kind of neat to think about what would have happened if we didn't have those things, and what might we have done. And maybe you could go so far as to say, you know what, um, maybe where I am now, I might want to try some of that. You know, if you've wanted to be a farmer or a baker or a seamstress, a career change or something that you might be able to volunteer. You don't necessarily have to ditch your current profession, but maybe you do some volunteering. Maybe if you wanted to be a cook, you volunteer at a soup kitchen, and so you get to live, you know, some of what you wanted to do had this transgender thing not have messed your life up. So just food for thought. And that's it for the video. Very short. And I wish you the best of luck in your journey as you continue. I'm still going to write my autobiography. It's very easy to kind of have a pity party. You kind of be aware of that. Um, but I think it can be very therapeutic to recognize how far you've come and your achievements, and do maybe a little bit of planning as to what the next step is. Where do you want to go? You know, Transitioning is not the end. Life goes on. All right, till next time, good luck in being your authentic self as you define it. Bye bye.